Good day everyone and good day ma'am. So our topic is all about Suggestopedia. So what is Suggestopedia? It is a teaching method developed by the Bulgarian psychotherapist George Lozano. It is used mostly to learn foreign language. So ginagamit itong method upang matuto tayo na gumamit ng mga foreign language na, sa kasalukuyan na ginagamit natin ngayon sa pag-aaral. Kagaya ng pag-aaral natin ng foreign language na English language na kung saan ginagamit at ina-apply natin sa pang-araw-araw. Napagkasalamuhan natin sa ibang tao or kadalasan kapag meron tayong kausap na nagsasalita ng English language. Kagaya rin ng Korean language, hindi man natin naiintindihan pero pinag-aaralan ng iba upang ma-apply at matutuhan nila na gumagamit ng ganitong language. So, this theory applied positive suggestion teaching when it was developed in the 1970s. So, na-develop ito ni George Lozano noong 1970s na kung saan nagbibigay ng positive suggestions. Yung sinasabing positive suggestions dito is the approach is based on the power of suggestions in the learning. The notion being that positive suggestions would make the learners more receptive and in turn stimulate learning. So, Lozano holds that a relaxed but focused state is the optimum state for learning. So, sinasabi dito ni Lozano, yung positive suggestion ay kahit nag-aaral tayo ng foreign language or habang nag-aaral tayo ng foreign language ay nagbibigay ito ng relax sa ating mga isip or nagbibigay ng positive mind. Pero, dun pa rin tayo nakafocus sa pag-aaral ng foreign language. So, Suggestopedia is a portmanteau or a combination of the word suggestions and pedagogy. So, pag sinabi natin pedagogy, is a teaching. So, it is a combination of suggestions and teaching. So, it's a method of teaching to learn foreign language in which students learn quickly by being made to feel relaxed, interested, and positive. So sabi dito, mabilis matuto ang mga bata sa pag-aaral ng foreign language sa pamamagitan ng relax sila at interesado sila na matutuhan ito at nagbibigay ito ng positibo sa ating pag-iisip na kung saan madali natin matutuhan at madali natin na i-apply sa ating mga sarili. Ganon din sa pagkikipagkomunikasyon natin sa ibang tao. So, nasabi ko, new suggestions ay minsan ay napupunta sa pagiging pagtuturo. So, may isang misconception sa Suggestopedia, yun yung suggestion to hypnosis. So, ang ibig sabihin ng suggestions, so, may isang misconception, yun yung formation of idea or suggestion na minsan napupunta sa hypnosis or tinatawag nating state of mind. So, minsan yung suggestion natin ay hindi nababagay sa isang salita na nag-suggest tayo na minsan na hindi akma o tama dun sa sinasabi natin. So, yun yung misconception ng Suggestopedia. So, the main role of the teachers in Suggestopedia is to see that he or she creates the right environment for the students in which they find it easy to learn. So, dapat ang mga teachers ay gumagawa ng mga ideya o gumagawa sila ng paraan upang mapadali yung pagtuturo at madali rin matutunan ng mga estudyante yung tinuturo niya. Pwede rin siyang gumamit ng mga materials or mga another na things na pwede tutulong sa kanya upang may padali niyang maituro sa estudyante yung sinasabi niya sa kanyang mga estudyante. So, The goal of Suggestopedia is to accelerate the process of language learning. The relationship between the teacher and the students in Suggestopedia instruction is like a parents and children. The teaching learning process is learner-centered. So, sinasabi dito, ang Suggestopedia ay nagsasuggest ng mga foreign language na kung saan yung relationship ng teacher and students dito ay parang mag, mga magulang at anak lang, mga magulang at anak. Kasi 'di ba nung maliliit pa tayo, tinuturuan tayo ng mga language ng ating magulang upang madali natin mai-apply paglaki natin, hindi tayo mahirapan makipag-communicate sa ibang tao. So, ganun din yung mga teachers natin. Tinuturuan tayo ng language, ng foreign language, upang hindi lang language natin matutuhan natin, kundi matutuhan natin yung ibang language, especially yung English language, dahil yun yung international language. Kapag pumunta tayo sa ibang bansa, yun yung magagamit natin sa pagkika-communicate natin sa kanila at maintindihan nila tayo. So, the other reports is i-report po ng mga kasama ko. Yun yung ay characteristic of suggestion as a method of teaching, and also the disadvantage and the advantage of teaching.
Good afternoon, Miss G. Macarpio. This is for reporting today about method of teaching. What are the teaching methods? The types of in principle used for instruction are called teaching methods. There are many teaching methods depending on what information or skill the teacher is trying to convey. The teacher may be flexible and willing to adjust their style according to their students. Effective teaching is the base in the success of a student. Here we success are going to discuss for teaching methods. Four-way method of teaching: grammar translation method, direct method, audiolingual method, and communicative approach. This is content five way of method. One, it uses the power of suggestion to the help student eliminated the feelings that they cannot succeed. Number 2, there should be a relaxed, comfortable environment with dim light and soft music to facilitate learning. Number 3, student imagination is used. They can assume new name and new identities and respond to the teacher accordingly using the target language. And 4, present explain grammar in vocabulary words but not discuss at length or thoroughly. Number 5, native language translation is used to get the precise meaning of words the target language. Thank you very much. God bless.
Number 6, communication take place in the conscious and subconscious of the learner's former is about the linguistic message, and the student pays attention of dialogue that is being read well in the letter, and where the music as played a background, the plays and suggests the learning in easy. Number 7, teaching is done by integration music, song, and drama. Number 8, the emphasis is teaching more on the content student. Errors and tolerated at the beginning of the lesson, but the teacher used the correct forms later. No formal tests are given, but the evaluation is done during the typical in class and in performance.
Um, Good afternoon, everyone. My topic is all about the advantages of Suggestopedia. So, Suggestopedia is a portmanteau of the word suggestion in pedagogy. So, here are the advantages of Suggestopedia. So, one is this method becomes useful and effective because this type of environment students likes environment becomes helpful, so useful in learning, it becomes easy way to learn for a student, different techniques used, that's why for students to remembering a things becomes easy. Then this method also includes students, that's why students creativity also develop through these techniques. Then students can lower their affective filter. Classes are held in ordinary rooms with comfortable chairs, a practice that may also help them relax. Then authority concept. Next is students remember best are most influenced by information coming from an authoritative source, teachers. They learn 3 to 4 times quicker than conventional method. And next is no homework. So the main concern is physical environment. The more comfortable and relaxed student is, the more effective language learning is.
My topic is all about disadvantage of Suggestopedia. They have three main disadvantage of Suggestopedia. First, environment limitation. Most schools in developing countries have large classes. Each class consists of 30 to 40 students. There should be 12 students in the class. Second, the use of hypnosis. Some people say that Suggestopedia use a hypnosis so it has bad death effect for human beings. Third, infantilization learning. Suggestopedia class in is conditioned be child-like situation. There are some students who do not like to be treated like this as they think that they are mature. Another disadvantage is that Suggestopedia method will be difficult to be practiced in the development country, such as Indonesia. As we know that in Indonesia there are at least 30 to 40 students who feel in the one class the teacher will be difficult to control them one by one, comparing with European countries which have practiced Suggestopedia method. For example, in France and Netherlands, there are only 10 to 15 students in the one class, so that the teacher can control them easily. Beside that, to decorate every single classroom, and the schools will need much money. For example, we have to change chairs in the classroom into armchairs. We also have to decrease the student in the classroom so that we need new classroom for them. So it is meant that we also have to build new classrooms for the student for development countries like in Indonesia. It can be a burden.